I know, super cool look, right? Yes, I like to wear a nose strip and an eye mask to block out all the light and some noise, but those simple changes could change everything about how you feel the next day and how you perform. So I'm gonna give you some sleep related tips today and also scare you a little bit with the importance of and the downstream health effects and negative impact of not getting good sleep. So hang tight. The shorter you sleep, the shorter your lifespan. Dr. Matthew Walker, top sleep expert. Let me say it again. The shorter you sleep, the shorter your lifespan. See, I used to think that I'll sleep when I'm dead. And I really meant it because I wanted to get the most out of every day and I would really not prioritize sleep. And I now realize the downstream negative health effects from that probably affect me the rest of my life. And I really wish I had this information when I was younger and changed my habits and outlook. I also used to think that exercise and diet were the number one things you could do for your health and well-being. And I now realize that sleep is more important as it's the foundation that both of those rest upon. And without sleep, you can't optimize either exercise or nutrition. So now that we know that sleep is the single most important thing that we can do to optimize our health and well-being, let's take a little test to diagnose if you're getting enough sleep. A few questions. If your alarm didn't go off, would you sleep past it? On the weekends, do you find yourself sleeping longer than you do during the weekdays? Can you perform functionally and optimally before noon without caffeine? If you answered no to several or most or all of these, then you're severely at risk. You're definitely not getting enough sleep and there's downstream health issues or current health issues that it's causing. In addition to, you're cheating yourself from being able to live in an optimal way every single day. Okay, so we're gonna break this post into two parts. First, we gotta get into all the dangers of not sleeping 8 hours and getting good, deep, and REM sleep, good quality sleep. And then we'll go into tips and tricks and hacks to improve your sleep and how to measure it. So what are the dangers of not getting 8 hours of quality sleep? Risk of accidents increases, cognitive function decreases quite a bit, severe health issues come in such as heart, stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure. 90% of people that have sleep issues also have other health issues. Did you know that the day after daylight savings times, car accidents increase by 25% and heart attacks are increased by about 24%, just from that 1 hour change. And then when you roll the clocks back, they decrease by a similar percentage. So think about how you always feel the day after when that clock rolls forward and you lose that 1 hour sleep. And that should tell you just how critical focusing on every hour of sleep is each night. Reduced sex drive, 5-fold increase in depression. Your skin starts to sag and age faster because the decrease in growth hormone. Okay, so now that I've probably scared everyone, let's focus on strategies to improve our sleep quality. Number one, you've got to prioritize sleep. We've got to get rid of that grind culture mentality where we think pulling all-nighters or saying we'll sleep when we're dead is cool. We've got to prioritize our sleep. Number two, you got to measure your sleep. That which gets measured gets managed. So use an Apple Watch, a Whoop. You can use a sleep-8 bed or a smart bed that can measure your diagnostics at night, or there's lots of different Aura Ring. Gamify it and try to improve your sleep score every day. Next, it's critical that you set a consistent sleep and wake time, not just during the week, but every day of the week, because this syncs your circadian rhythm, which is what helps you fall asleep easily and stay asleep at night, and then wake in the morning. And then in the morning, open up all the blinds, turn on all the lights. You want to take in natural sunlight and as much light as you can, but that tells your body it's time to wake up. And at night, as the sun's going down, go in, stare at that and take that in as well. These set your clock and time everything up right. And if you can, while you're outside, stand on earth or grass because it sends electricity through your body, has a lot of health benefits, including lowering your blood pressure and whatnot. And those two together have significant impact. Another great hack is to finish the last meal of the day earlier. Eating late disrupts our circadian rhythm as our bodies are designed to digest food during the day. It takes 2 to 3 hours to digest food, maybe more, and you really want to have that done before you're going to sleep to improve your sleep quality. And I would hold back on sugars and a lot of carbs late in the night because that'll impact your sleep quality as well. And one thing you could do is you go for a walk or any light exercise afterwards, and that'll lower your insulin levels and cortisol levels and help you sleep better as well. Next, we want to attempt to set the perfect sleep environment. You want to start with a great bed, a mattress that's comfortable, good sleep pillows, change those out every so often. Make sure your room's good and dark. You can buy blackout blinds or, I like my Manta sleep mask, various others. You can wear earplugs if it's loud, or you can actually play white noise machine that can help, or I like to use an app called New Calm, and there's various other ones, Better Sleep, etc., that play, delta and gamma sleep waves that train your brain to go into deeper sleeps. You also want to have your room cool. They suggest mid 60s, 65, 67, outer temperature. And then if you can't, I actually have this thing called a Sleep 8 mattress that cools the bed so it stays at around that same temperature so you can sleep easier through the night for someone who wakes up a lot. Other things you can do is airflow, kind of a simple thing, but if you can open a window or have fans and airflow, there's a lot of carbon dioxide. You got a dog sleeping in there, breathing out carbon dioxide, maybe a couple other people. Get 3 people in there. That brings your blood oxygen, the oxygen levels down in the room, so your blood oxygen levels go down, you wake up more, you don't get as good quality sleep. Next, you need a great pre-bed wind down routine. So at least an hour before, we need to start turning off electronics, especially your phone if you're on social media or doing work-related activities, because it creates too much activity and stress and your body can't start winding down. You can also turn down lights and start eliminating other electronics. If I'm watching TV with family or doing something, I just wear these blue light blocking glasses, mostly because they look super cool. But anyway, they are effective and they signal to your brain, start producing melatonin, we're winding down, it's bedtime, and that's what you want to do. You can also do things like reading, meditation, or maybe some light breath work. I jump in a steam or a sauna at night, and you can do a hot shower or a bath or anything warm, because it actually heats up your body, which counterintuitively, once you start, your body naturally after that starts cooling back down, and that signals to your body that it's time to go to bed, and starts releasing melatonin as well. Your body has to come down by like a degree or 2 of temperature to help you fall asleep. So it starts that process. What I did learn kind of the hard way is you don't want to do it right before you go to bed. You need like 30, 60 minutes to let your body cool back down, and then it helps you fall asleep quicker. The other thing you can do is start thinking about dietary nutritional supplements that you can take that help you sleep. There's plenty of them out there. I would avoid taking melatonin unless you're doing super low doses. Otherwise, you just wake up feeling groggy, and your body will stop making melatonin if you supplement it for too long. But some of the other ones you can take are like magnesium, a lot of people like that, L-threonate, Apigen, and these are ones that Andrew Huberman, those 3 are kind of his cocktail before he goes to sleep. Kiwi and tart cherry are other really effective ones. I've been liking tart cherry, and it's just something you can take, or you can eat a kiwi before bed. Just kind of natural things that might help you fall right to sleep. Okay, this one sucks, but alcohol, caffeine, sugars, all crush your sleep. Even that 1 or 2 glasses of wine can significantly decrease the amount of deep sleep you're getting, and you'll feel the effects the next day. Caffeine after noon, terrible idea. It'll still be in your system. It'll impact how easily you go to sleep and how long you stay asleep. And sugar is the same thing. Other things we need to do: exercise during the day. They don't fully understand why, but it gives you better deep sleep and quality sleep. Try not to take naps, definitely more than 90 minutes. It's actually not good for you. But if you are gonna take a nap, that's fine. Just don't do it after 5 o'clock, because that'll impact how long you can sleep at night as well. Other things, just you need to make time for sleep. So you need 8+ hours of sleep, then you have to schedule it in, and sometimes that requires sacrificing other things, because we all get busy and we have priorities, and like, I can't get 8 hours, and so you have to make time for sleep. The last thing I want to dive into is sleep apnea. If you're someone who can't sleep through the night, or you wake up 20, 25 times in the middle of the night, you're never going to get good quality sleep. You're not going to get deep and REM sleep, and you're actually going to have a lot of health related issues, and you're going to always feel tired and lethargic. I've gone through this, and it's not a fun thing, but you can fix this. But either way, you can wear a mask. I started wearing the nose strips, opening up my air passage and taping my mouth so that I trained myself to breathe through my nose. But I did other health related things that improved my inflammation, like cold plunging and breathing and diet and working out, and my sleep apnea went away. But if you think that this is an issue, measure it. You can see how many times you're waking up in the middle of the night with your wear a Whoop, Apple Watch. All these things will tell you that. You can go into a sleep clinic and get assessed, and you can start a strategy to solve that, because you can't really improve your sleep if you're in that scenario and you don't address that first.